find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action, here's Willis. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's the option. Running right. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. The Cardinals are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now the ball comes loose, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a play fake. Lance. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready, break.
Lance going to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They go with Chubb on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
You ready? Hurry.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Lance. They'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
I would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage are typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Probably there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Up the middle, Nwangu. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
18 runners.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That's underneath to Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They find some open feet. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, here's Pierce. And some room to run now. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 36-yard line. That one good for 33 in the first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be there. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the 30 on second down, Willis. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Willis will look to throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal, Willis. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go street, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but it's going to settle for just the field goal.
To think that maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably want a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Willis now off play action. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2, Willis. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Handoff left side, Pierce. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Lance, connection made with Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They go up the middle with Chubb. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Lance now on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And Lance now to throw. Touchdown! Danny Gray. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. There's the option going right. The 20. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to the air again with Willis. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him 3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of... Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg still there? This has been a tough game. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Completes this one to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was dropped.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, here's Willis. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on 3rd down. He'll get this to Nwangu. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time here. Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Lance again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Cardinals, and it was Malik Willis, CD, their quarterback, who really got the job done.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for the Cardinals,